When you're a specialist, you miss all the other stuff. And being as I'm on the back end of my life, I want to take in all the stuff because I haven't had a good quality life. So I've got to make it up on the back end. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, yeah, I'm going to be a generalist. So I'm going to do a little bit of Ido Portal, a little bit of Lucien Carvin, a little bit of Tyrone Spong, a little bit of Andy Sauer, a little bit of Don Charles, you know what I mean? And every day I get up, I move, you know, when I have a shower, I make sure that I don't have to lean on anything when I'm cleaning my feet. You know, everything is movement. And getting feedback and creating this low ambience so the cortisol button doesn't get pressed.
Right, right. You think we all walk around with too much cortisol?
In a cortisol soup.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's responsible for
London, New York.
Right.
They are the cortisol drug dealers.
Is that why you left London?
Pretty much.
Okay, you don't want to raise kids in this cortisol factory.
I live out in the sticks, man, where the air is fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like my battery's running out every minute I'm here. You know what I mean? I'm starting to feel the old issues coming up because I've got a reference point. I know when it's going like this.
Yeah.
Because I know how vibrant I usually am.
I have an ayahuasca shaman. I did a ceremony a few years ago, and
Crazy.
she said she doesn't want to be in the city, but Mother Ayahuasca, the plant teacher, she says that's where you're needed.
Yeah.
That's where you're needed.
Yeah, I had a meditation coach once. I met him when I was in Bangladesh, this crazy Dutch guy. And he teaches people, like the meditation part is real short. And then he like gets a ghetto blaster, plays music, blows balloons up and pokes them and does all this. And he says, well, this is where you really meditate, in the thick of it. Not going off to a nice little room looking at a lake. Because when that facility's gone, what you gonna do? So yeah, it's good for the practice for me to come back here and learn these central things. And I had an argument with somebody that was living in a little retreat, banging gongs all day for rich people and living in a teepee, right? And I was like, just teach them how to love. I said, they have too much issues. I have to try to teach an inner city kid who doesn't have the possibilities for an even playing field. And I've got to teach him within his environment to feel like he's sitting in a teepee banging a gong on his block, surrounded with crack dealers. You know what I mean? And racist police. You know what I mean? So that's my thing. I wanted to try and introduce the adaptogens, but I want to find a place where it can be cheaper than crack. Do you know what I mean? You know,
those are the adaptogens. You're also going to try to introduce also mindset.
I've got stacks, man.
Okay.
I've got. There's a friend of mine. He has a kid. He's been sick since he was born. Okay. And I gave him advice, and within 2 weeks, he said he got his son back. Point blank. No sickness, no mucus, no nothing. Within 2 weeks. Of course, a young body's going to turn around that quickly if you treat it right. When you're a little bit older, it doesn't matter, you know. It takes a lot longer. You've done a lot more damage. There's more fat around the liver. Everything's blocked, you know. Salt water flushes, a litre of water with a big tablespoon of salt in the morning, urinate out your backside, clean up your colon and everything. Then if you will absorb more, feel more life. Most people are blocked up. You know what I mean? Then the quality of the food you're eating so much because the brain really wants the quality of the minerals from the blood. It only gets a little bit, eat some more. I get a little bit more vitamin C. But if you mineralize, all of a sudden the appetite's gone away because the brain gets what it wants. Do you know what I mean? So all the alcohol that people are drinking, why do you get a headache? You've urinated all your minerals out, man. Because of the sugars in the alcohol and stuff, your body's acidic, it's a minefield.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.